What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be a little update video, on like how I've been working on Nix and X, Y, and Z. So I've followed a couple tutorial things and I read a bunch of stuff. I read a lot of stuff over this weekend. My whole weekend was basically reading stuff about nixos. Honestly, of all the like weird Linux stuff I've gotten into, this has probably been the most satisfying rabbit hole to come down. So if we look, we got a little folder here called the dot files. I got my configuration in here. We got the home.nix. I haven't done a ton to this. Basically, I've just added GTK. I had a bunch of other stuff in here, but I don't know, it just didn't work out the way I liked it, so I reverted back to just having that. But having GTK is a great thing. Um, as you can tell, I have a live wallpaper now. This is using, hold on, let me see. This is using a thing called MPV paper. Right here. And you set this up right like this. Let me zoom a little bit more. This is how you want to have it set up. So it's like MPV paper -O, no audio, loop playlist, shuffle, and then you tell it what monitor, and then you tell it the file. And yeah, I still have SWWW installed just in case I don't want to have animated video thing going on in my wallpaper. So yeah, that's a thing. I've gotten into LunarVim. I really like it. I know that this is broken on Nix because of some, I think it's like some system link stuff and whatever, and you can't technically add any more plugins to this, but I've been using it as it is, and it kind of like just has the sort of stuff, like, obviously the find text feature, the find a file feature, like these are very cool. I've been using this a lot more. Like instead of me going into Ranger and hunting down a file and popping it into Vim, I've been just using the find file and recent files and find text from this menu, and it's been great. It's actually like a lot faster than me trying to navigate with Ranger. So yeah, but I will say this. I do plan in the future of writing my whole config for this and adding all the plugins that I want. And I'm going to add like the majority of the plugins that are already in this. I've already cracked into it and kind of researched what's going on here. So, like things like Telescope and Harpoon and things like all the tree sitter add-on stuff. Like this is stuff that's going to eventually go into my config. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's good for me to learn this. I hit a little roadblock with Vim where like I just really wasn't feeling visual mode. Like it was really breaking my brain. But then I just kind of forced myself through it, and now I'm like in a good space with it. Like I yeah. Um Back to the Nix OS though. I have been basically like I've been figuring out like how this all works, and like the whole structure of the modules and stuff is like pretty easy. So yeah, it's usually like, okay, let's see. Let's give a good example. All right. We'll go down a little bit. Let's say it's a thing dot something, right? And then that usually goes equals, and then you'd be like this and like this. And then this is usually like something else. And then value. And then underneath this, it'll have like a secondary sort of attribute. So something more value. So yeah, so when you look at all the nixos kind of module stuff, it's all this. It's all based off of this. You have, it's usually like something, and then like the name of the program that it's affecting, and then your value underneath. And so learning how to read this has been very easy, to tell you the truth. I've picked up the majority of how it works just in a few days. And I'm not a coder, I'm not a programmer. I don't have like a lot of experience outside of like bash scripting and maybe like a little bit of Lua. And yeah, so it's been like pretty nice to like pick it up. uh it makes me feel smarter than I really am. Or I guess it's making me more smarter. I guess it depends on how you look at it. You know what I mean? Um, I'm trying to think of what else. So like I did try to stick like my bash RC into home.nix and do this and that. But for whatever reason, I was using this. I'll actually look it up. Hold on. We get a little browser going. Let's see. I was over here on this site, which I'm sure most of you Nix users are familiar with. So if we come here, right, and we go, I'm trying to think, what would it be? Bash prompt. So I was trying to like somehow use this, but this is wrong. And I couldn't find, so like the idea is this, is like, let's say you do like, home manager bash. Oop, not home manager, we ain't pimping out here. Okay, so home manager, right, you can import, obviously like pieces of your config into it, and then it'll handle your configuration of certain things declaratively, right? So basically what I was trying to do is I got like the shell aliases. Like I got this working, this was working fine, this was easy to get going, but I could not change the prompt for the life of me. And that's kind of important for my prompt to look exactly like this, because I've been looking at this prompt like this for a very long time and I like it this way. I like the simplicity of it. I like the monochrome. It's like it has to look like this. So unfortunately I took it out of my thing because there's none of these say anything about changing the prompt. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll figure it out, dude. Like this is something that I'll get past. But yeah, that's why I took that out of my home manager config, because I was just kind of like, this isn't working as great as I thought it was gonna be. But yeah, so all in all, like I'm probably gonna stick with it. I will say, full disclosure, my gaming PC still has Arch on it. So I mean, if I get sick of this, I can at least hop over to there and do what I need to do, and cruise around. My only negative that I've felt through this whole experience is just not knowing how to do stuff, like the normal way you would do it. Because it's almost like a double layer of configuration. And some people feel like that is a negative, but personally, the way that this works, I don't think it is a negative. The declarative thing is way too cool, like way too cool, you know? Um, yeah. So I haven't quit yet, and I'm proud of myself. I'm starting to level up as a wizard. My only thing is I'm missing is like just being in the terminal constantly, because now I'm just like in NeoVim constantly instead of being in the terminal constantly. And I guess that's positive because it forces me to learn, Vim better. I don't know. But yeah, this is gonna be my little video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've been enjoying my time with Nix. I think I'm gonna stick with it for a while. I wanna get to know it better. It's very, very appealing. It's like a like a thick lady, very appealing. Anyway, if you guys like the video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. I really appreciate you guys watching this, and yo, Shout out to all the homies who subscribed recently. I appreciate that too. You guys are the best. All right, I'll check y'all later. Peace.